Hello fans, Chad Jackson here with head men's basketball coach Jeremy Luther in the Coach's Corner. Pirates are 10-6 overall, 6-3 in the Peach Belt Conference and are looking ahead to a big week of action. But Jeremy, let's go back to the last two home games. Pirates picked up a couple of big wins, beating Columbus State and Georgia Southwestern over Martin Luther King Jr. weekend.
Yes, that was two good wins. That swing last year, they both got us at their place. Coming back in, we knew Columbus State was going to be a dangerous team. They're always good. And we came out, had a pretty good half of basketball. Second half, it got a little interesting there. But Kyle Callahan came off the bench and hit a couple threes to put some separation. But like we always talk about, any time in the Peach Belt, I mean, every game's going to be tough. Doesn't matter their record, doesn't matter where you're at in the standings. It just matters of who's going to show up and play consistently. We were able to do that last Saturday. And then quick turnaround on Monday. We had Georgia Southwestern, who was probably the biggest, one of the most physical teams in our league. And we jumped them early and we had a pretty easy second half. I told the team afterwards, that's probably the best two halves of basketball we've played this season. We've put stretches for 10, 12 minutes together before, but we were pretty consistent both halves of basketball and pretty consistent in all areas of the game for us to go ahead and get a pretty big win there and beat them 20, 22 points. So that's great. Really good win for us. And then we make that long track.
Head to Montevallo.
Yeah, we made that long track to Montevallo, which even to this day, I was telling Danny Young down there, I don't understand why you guys are in this league. It's so long down there. And Montevallo's a good team. Really good team. They're 12-5, 9-3, and hadn't lost at home all year. There are 5 kids, for the most part, or 5 kids that played on the national championship team last year. All the kids played in the game. They're all contributing factors. And like I was telling my staff and even our team leading into that game, I think they're better this year than they were last year because they play more together. They had DJ Rivera last year, who's putting up 25 shots a game. But I think this year they're a better team. They're 5. They share the ball. It's well distributed, all the stats across the board. So it was tough. They got us in that first 10 minutes of the game. We were able to fight back in the second half and cut it to 5 a couple times, cut it to 7 a couple times. But they shot the ball extremely well, and we came away with a 13-point loss. So I'm not totally disappointed with the loss. You want to win, but I knew going in it was going to be pretty tough.
Well, you come back home and you got a second crack at Augusta State coming up on Thursday. And then just with the quirk of the schedule, you think you get back into the division, but then you've got some teams in our division who we haven't seen yet. The Francis Marion game got rescheduled from the rainout, so you see them twice. You get to see Pembroke twice, whereas you'll already have played after Thursday Augusta State.
Yeah, it's always a big game. Augusta over there, it was similar. I challenged our team before practice yesterday. We've played 4 really good teams on the road. 4 really good teams overall, being St. Leo, Florida Southern, Augusta at Augusta, and Montevallo. Obviously, we got St. Leo when they were 20th in the country. The other 3 games, the game has been determined in the first 10 minutes of the game. Those Florida Southern at Augusta and at Montevallo, they came out with a tougher mentality, kind of beat you up, be physical the first 10 minutes of the game, and all 3 got separation early on us. And yeah, we made runs because we're a good basketball team, but we can never get over the hump. So our challenge yesterday in practice is we geared it up. We've been taking a lot easier approach because of our numbers this year. We've been practices usually on a Monday, or usually a conditioning practice, get up and down the floor, 5-on-0 stuff. But I said, forget that. We got to be tougher. So we got after it yesterday in practice, and they got pretty intense pushing and shoving. But it was good to see that the kids are really locked in, really focused. So our challenge these next 2 days leading into Augusta is we got to be tough. We got to defend our home floor. We're 7-1 at the house, which is good for us. Augusta's a physical team. They're a big team. They're a good team. And my challenge to our guys is let's come out, let's be the aggressor. Let us put that separation at home and make them have to try to get back into the basketball game. So it's like it is every year. We're 6-3. We're in second place in the East. First place is 8-2. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth are like 6-4. So we're all right there. It's going to be a stretch. It's going to be a run like it is every year down the stretch. But I feel great about this team. I really think we got a chance to finish. I think we have a chance to, win the East. I definitely think we have a chance to make a really good run because our kids like each other. We're consistent. We're playing with great chemistry right now. We're doing the things that it takes to win, and that's the exciting part.
Looking ahead at February, one more month left to the season. Is there one key thing that you think this team needs to kind of get over that hump?
Right now, I think if we just continue doing what we do, and our mantra, our motto, however you want to call it, all year long has been do your job. If the guys continue to do their job, if, we talk about Eric Miller, our offense runs through him. Darius Morales, he defends and rebounds, blocks shots. Eric Eversley, he's got a great motor. Kenny and Kelsey are a good tandem together at the point because they distribute the ball, they set the tone defensively. Kyle comes in off the bench and shoots it. JC defends, one of the best defenders I've ever had, but he's also explosive with his athleticism. So we always challenge the kids, don't do anything more, don't do anything less. Just do what you're supposed to do. If we continue to do that and not get away from how we've had success, I think it plays out that, we're going to be consistent and we'll finish at the top of the league and have a chance to win it. If we get away from that, if guys start to get selfish, if guys don't like their rotation, or, this game they're only playing a few minutes, next game, if they get away from that, that stance of being unselfish, I think that's the only thing that can kind of disrupt what we're doing right now. Stay injury-free, continue to do our job, continue to be like each other and play with each other. I think we got a chance to be good.
All right, Armstrong will host Augusta State Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. at Alumni Arena. You can follow that game online at ustream.tv/Armstrong Pirates. Coach Luther, good luck this week. We'll talk to you again soon.
Appreciate it.